Do we have a chance to go through some of the previous games? Not really. They're starting soon.
I think they will be starting soon.
Yeah. But everybody's watching is where he's to download all the games, I presume. So
I guess so.
Play through them slowly. It's a lot of fun.
But let's have a look at Radjabov's game. He's playing Nakamura, which is and Radjabov. I mean, he's hot. He's winning all his games, and
is he?
Yeah, he is.
Has he won all his games?
He's won all his games, and he's playing Hikaru, who doesn't shy away from fights. So there's bound to be something. Aha! So no King's Indian, but they. And the interesting thing with Hikaru is that he developed into a classical player from a Blitz player, essentially. I mean, as we said before, that classical players, they are almost always great Blitz players, but it's very rare that a real Blitz player becomes a classical player, and he's shown that.
This looks like a typical Nakamura opening, just some strange thing, and then they're out there going to fight.
You mean to put the pawn on h5?
Yes, he's giving away the whole center. He's pushed both his a pawn and h pawn. Isn't that what we try to avoid the beginners to do? But Nakamura is doing it.
Well, that's the difference between beginners and grandmasters. When they do that, they mostly have a plan. And
where they're on a high enough level, they can just break all the classical rules, it seems like.
Yeah. So are there moves coming?
Moves are being done, but it's a little bit lag on the analysis board here.
Well, so it's clear that Nakamura allows White to build up a big center, and so how is he going to undermine that, Simon?
He doesn't really have to do anything in particular, but knight b4. I was just going to suggest knight b4, but then he played e5 instead. I thought knight b4 looked natural, and if he played bishop c4 and then played d5, but he played for another plan. I think this looks more pleasant for White, because he has the center, and I love to have the center. I'm more focused on the center. But this is Nakamura, the way he plays. And he might push his h-pawn another square too. We probably will, I guess, now. Or maybe not now, because of bishop g5.
But it's part of this setup, of course, to take the risk and to strike back once your moment comes.
But to me it seems like the classical rules that the importance of the center is the main thing in this game. And to me it seems like White is much better in the center.
Yeah.
You can just play rook d1 and soon he will take on e5 and invade on the black squares. And d6 and b6 is also a nice square.
Well, maybe this is a good moment to join Magnus, because they've already reached move 17, and
right, and especially because this board,
and there's even things happening.
I'm having problems with the synchronizing here.
Yeah, otherwise we would have a look there.
The audience simply have to switch to the online board with Magnus. It's because now we'll look at Magnus, are we?
Yeah.
And aren't just all those pawns being traded off? That means there's not much to play on. Can Magnus win this one? Magnus is better, I would say, because the rook on b3 is in danger, and f4 is a threat. Especially the knight.
Then it looks as if he's getting somewhere.
This is actually something for Magnus, I would say. Typical Magnus again. Looks like nothing, but it might be something.
And he still has a bone to pick with Wang who dared to finish ahead of him in a tournament. I think the last time someone finished ahead of it in a tournament was Wang in Biel last year. So, although I think Magnus won both games, didn't he?
Okay, looks like we can give up the analysis board here.
So which game do you want to talk about?
Well, Radjabov, Nakamura wasn't that what we started with. The synchronizing doesn't work, okay. Of course, Topalov, Aronian is a classical fight. Two great players. And here the analysis board works as well.
Okay.
Black is a pawn up. Aronian is a pawn up. And that's good news for him. I wonder how we can protect the deep one, though. It's a bit of a tricky position, because g6, doesn't that look like winning a... It is winning. It's winning the knight. It's a pin. Looks like he went straight into a pin. This is just a piece up. We might win the b pawn, but this is nothing.
Yeah, that's over.
It is.
So
Topalov beat Aronian.
yeah,
That means Aronian is a little bit shaky.
he's very shaky. Yeah, it's unrecognizable, in fact. So
Okay.
so what is Magnus
not
doing?
interesting.
Is he making progress?
Magnus is making progress, because the knights, the black knights, are very loose. And the white knights, look at those. They are invading everywhere. There's no weaknesses in the black camp, but he has some problems with the knights. So if we can manage to trade off a knight, then black would have no problems. But actually, black has just created a weakness for himself on the king's side, with g5. Okay, this one doesn't work. We can forget this one.
And Jon Ludvig, is he fighting with his back against the wall against Peter Svidler? That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Here the synchronizing board works, or the analysis board. Is he having problems again? He's getting mated. Oh.
Yeah, that's...
There's lots of pieces around the black king.
Yeah.
But what about that knight? It was trapped. And now it's gone. Is it mate? It probably is. Since he went for it. Oh, we can't survive that one.
It would be quite sensational if we survive that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jon Ludvig is having a real rough time, and yeah, you can only hope that this helps
like
him to warm up.
Too, with rook d4 and bishop h3. Rook d4 is coming at the end there, and either rook knight, bishop f3 or
yeah, it's already finished. Peter Svidler wins, and so what is Teimour Radjabov doing? Is he
winning again?
Fighting for his 5th win?
Is it that much?
Well, he's won 4 so far, and
It looks like that H-pawn is running very, very fast. It's hard to see any counterplay for... Well, he has an advantage on the queen side, of course. But...
Well, in any case, Nakamura is fighting.
Oh! The H-pawn is running straight in. That was a nice...
That's a very nice coup.
But he can sacrifice the knight on f6 after taking on c4 and h6 and then knight f6. But that's probably... yeah. That can't work, I would say. Must be something there.
Yeah, because
like
now
that one.
Yeah. Oops.
Might be something. There's still a fight.
Oh, that's some interesting.
Oh, the a-pawn is running.
Well, how are you going to stop? You can still stop it. Yeah. Oops. Well, that's definitely a game for people who like knights.
King f2. Why didn't he play king fg3 and go to f4 with the king?
Well, this is definitely a very entertaining game.
That's very strange.
Teimour Radjabov against Hikaru Nakamura. And Radjabov trying to win his 5th game in a row, and Hikaru Nakamura trying to avoid that.
Actually, Magnus is almost getting mated here.
Okay, that's another one we shouldn't
No,
forget about.
He didn't let the knight come to the bishop come to. Well, this is another typical Magnus win because it was absolutely nothing, and now it's something because of the strong knight on e4. But it's impossible to make progress.
Yeah. Well, probably he's not going to win this. So. In the meantime, Vishy Anand, the world champion, he won another game. He defeated Sergey Karjakin. Not bad.
Okay.
So he's still in the race for first place. And
okay. Nakamura and Radjabov ended with a draw, which was strange because it looked like Radjabov was winning.
Well, you can't say they didn't try. I mean, they played on till there were only kings on the board. So that's
Magnus drew as well.
And Magnus drew as well. So that was another round.